So, I'm not even gonna do the typical intro, man. Just hear me out, man. So, um, this was like 4 years ago, right? I gotta go back and see what I dropped on this day, cause maybe it was a banger. It was bangers. Anyway, uh, 4 years ago, it was January, real cold, snow on the ground. Normal night for me, at least. Next door, where I lived at the time, next door, it was chaos erupting. You know what I'm saying? It was a 16-year-old kid that killed the whole entire family, bro. This is stuff that you will only get to see on TV. And then one story started to come about. One story started to come about. Everything was like I could vividly see it in my head, like, cause they were my neighbors. You know what I'm saying? They were my neighbors, like literally next door. So when I hear the story about dude chasing his brother, I could see him chasing him on the 36th Street, right where it happened at. Like I know dude dad voice, the dad. I know his voice. You feel me? Me and him had a conversation or two about the whole YouTube situation. See, his boys was rappers. Dude was a drill rapper. You know what I'm saying? The little boy, the dude that did this drill rapper, knocked his whole entire family off. Even his brother's pregnant girlfriend with his unborn baby. Anyway, I mentioned the dad's voice. I remember the dad's voice. Apparently, the dad's last words to his son before he killed him was "Raymond, I love you." This some real morbid stuff right here. And just to live next door to it was kind of chilling for me. Like it fucked with my mental. Like we ain't gonna never see them again. And then I got to witness them roll the bodies out in the bags. Like I got to witness it all. Besides the actual dealings, I was cold, sleep, knocked out. All this chaos happened. I woke up to police everywhere. My brother telling the stories and shit. I heard one, then I heard two more, and then I just heard a lot more. Like I went out there, I went outside to see what's going on. I see the young nigga on the porch with the Drake. No bullshit. It's gonna details is gonna show. My first time actually even talking about this. This is my first time even doing a video on it. I seen the trial. Dude got 360 years in dude in prison right now. Probably maximum security, 3-in-1 type shit. You know, people that do heinous shit, they live a little different when it comes to jail and prison. They live a little different. This is some crazy shit. Let's just go ahead and get into it. From my knowledge, if Buddy just so happened to mistakenly say something wrong, I'ma chime in and clear it up.
Listen, I don't care how long you've been watching me for, whether you're an OG or you just tuned in yesterday, none of y'all are ready for today's video. This demon, this foot soldier of Satan himself, who somehow escaped from hell and jumped onto earth, annihilated, ended, smoked, killed, whatever you want to call it, his father, his stepmother, his own sister, his older brother, and his brother's girl who was pregnant. And I'm not talking about earlier stages of pregnancy. No, I'm talking about she was about to give birth in her last month. So that's a 2-for-1, bro. That is 2 souls for one. That is 6 people he took out. 6 family members he erased and deleted. But he didn't want to stop there. He wanted to make it 7, and he tried to end his younger brother, who was 15 at the time. But this younger brother of his miraculously survived. He crawled over to his neighbor's house and was able to actually survive this. This little brother of his that survived is also the same reason they were able to give this demon 400 years.
Man, even that title, even that intro loaded, but it's all facts. It's all facts, nigga. Dude was a. Let's pull up some of the music, cause let's see. I forgot his rap name.
Not for real, for real. No top for a belt. Niggas be saying this pressure, but really ain't stepping on shit. They ain't really about it.
Although this is an early stage in his rap career, or was an early stage in his rap career, I feel like he had potential to go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he had potential to go somewhere. Sad to see how it goes. This is how it's going, but that's what the most talented people be the most corrupt people in the brain, man. Be the most corrupt people in the brain. But that's my honest opinion about Lil Raymond music, bro.
They were able to cook him. Well done. Not medium rare, not rare. Because of this brother that survived, they were able to burn his ass. Today's video is a 10 out of 10 unreal crazy video. So don't sit back, don't relax. I got all the details. Let's get right into it. The first question on everybody's mind, bro, is why the f did he do this? Why did he commit a Mongol invasion on his own family, bro? He literally...
Hold on. Because he probably about to say something that's probably in court documents. But word on the street is the dad was a little abusive when it comes to punishments. And he ain't want that no more. But he had to do something to make his daddy want to do that. I'm pretty sure the dad wasn't just beating on the kids, because on some real shit, his dad from my memory was all behind his kids being superstars and on some probably on some Tito shit, not Tito shit, but what's Michael Jackson dad? Damn, what the fuck is his name? What's Michael Jackson dad name? Randy? No, it ain't Randy. Anyway, was really training his kids up to be superstars, you know. And once this situation happened, you start seeing Joe Jackson. Y'all right, Joe Jackson, on some Joe Jackson type stuff. But anyway, once this situation happened, you know, on the Facebook with each city, whenever crazy stuff happened, you know, things get shared. I ended up running across a older video of them, the three kids, the Elijah, and what's the younger brother name? Raymond, and what's the youngest brother? But all three of them in a little dance group dancing, and then, you know, the dad was pushing them. He kept them in contests and talent shows and shit. He really was trying to get eyes on his boys, and he pulled me to the side one time. Oh, as I was riding past, like, yo, my kids told me who you are, like, and I was like, shit. I basically gave him the rundown on how to get it blown. It just can't be off of me. It got to be like a whole support, like a whole push behind it, for real. You got to get the reaction with the say cheese post, with the playlist position. You got to, you know, I told him you got to do it, you know. But I remember that one interaction between the dad. He was all for his kids going crazy. And I don't know what went left. But he had to do something to make his dad mad at him.
He turned into Genghis Khan on his own people that he was supposed to actually put his life on the line to protect. You know, as a human being, you're supposed to put your family above everything. Unless they're toxic to you, you're supposed to protect your family, not do this. We're talking about 7 people in total. What was the reason? Did they try to send him to that island voluntarily? Did they set him up? Did they rob him? Did they steal from him? What the f did his family do that caused this little demon to erupt in flames and do this to his own people, bro? What is it? What was it? It was because he wanted to go over to his girl's house. Y'all heard me right. I'm not exaggerating this or lying, or that is literally his fucking motive.
Boy, love is crazy. It'll drive you to do some crazy things, but I would have never thought this. He crashed out because he wanted to go see his girlfriend, man. I'm pretty sure it's more to the story, but that's probably the lamest, like not lame, but lamest terms basically the simple form of the situation. Must have had an older chick because she probably had her own apartment or something.
This little piece of shit went to his girl's house. I should say he snuck out in the dead of the night, went over to her house. He stole his dad's car, and his dad woke up at 2 to 3 a.m. in the morning, noticed that his car is in there and that his son is in there, and called this little dumbass. And you know, as a teen, you're gonna do dumb shit. Of course you are. And if you've never done dumb shit as a kid or a teen, you're either lying to me or I just don't know your kind. Bro, at this age is when dumb shit happens, right? So instead of him going home and accepting the fact that he's just cooked, getting the ass whooping done and, you know, moving forward, because his dad had called him, and basically you can tell off of the tone and probably what he said is, yo, you are in trouble, get your ass home now. He decides to not wait for his punishment. He decides to become the punishment, bro. As soon as he comes home, he eviscerates his own lineage, his own bloodline, for a girl who, after she found out about this, like when they told her what he did, she called him a clown, a dumbass, and left him.
Man,
do y'all see what I mean by y'all aren't ready for this shit? He did all this for a female that once she found out about what he did, she literally called him a fucking clown, verbatim, a clown, a dumbass, and left him. Let's get right.
Man, I'm gonna have to believe that, but in my head, I still, like, we all got punished as a kid. We all got punished as the kid. As a kid, the shit that dad could have been doing wasn't too bad, man. Couldn't been, I ain't gonna say wasn't too bad, but couldn't have been that bad to make you want to do like that, to do that. But for the dad to even say, Raymond, I love you, before, as his last words, he must known his son he ain't got it all for real.
Do it. We're gonna peel this from the top, from the very, very beginning.
Really
And we're gonna
crazy.
get started with the one person that I mentioned actually survived. His little brother's testimony right here is so important to this case, and that is what we're gonna get started with. Listen to me. He's referred to as XC. This is the official affidavit. This was what was in the actual court case, like in the trial. This is the shit that they used. Listen to me. His little brother was transported to Riley Hospital in Indianapolis in critical condition. Officer Andrew Guzman arrived at the hospital and was able to speak with him before he was rushed into surgery. When XC, that's his little brother's name, by the way, that's what they're referring to him as, was asked who shot him, he stated that Raymond Ronald Lee Childs III shot him. Pause right there. If you've ever been...
That could have been a Don declaration right there. He made sure he got that out.
In a life or death situation, you know when you're on that ER bed, you don't know if you're gonna make it out. All types of whispers and voices are in your head, bro. You don't know if you're internally bleeding. You don't know if you're cooked. You don't know if these are your last moments on this planet. So all of that is going through his head, right? And that is the reason, you know, when they asked him who did this to you or who shot you, he didn't say my older brother. He has two older brothers, right? That boy specified. He said his full legal name to make sure that if this was his last moments, they at least can catch the demon that did this to his own family. So I just had to add a little more context to that, because boy, like, that is a scary position to be in. Like, if you've ever been in that position and you made it out to the other side, bro, you know exactly why this kid right here stated the full legal name of his brother, bro, because he didn't know if this was his last, you know, moments. Listen to me. Officer Guzman was also present when medical staff spoke with him about locating his parents so they could provide further medical care. But that is when he stated he shot them. I think they're dead. That is real trauma, bro. Seriously. And I want to add these details as well so y'all get the full picture.
Nigga went off the hinges, bro. That nigga went off the hinges. He shot them. That was chilling. He shot them. I think they're dead. What you gotta say about your mom and dad, bro? Man, I wish I can speak to somebody that actually knew dude. Asking like, okay, say if somebody watched this video and y'all probably went to school with him. Alright. Or something, knew him, whatever. What was he like? Was the signs there? Like, was there any red flags? I asked the ex-girlfriend that, or the girlfriend that, like, was any signs there? Did he even say anything like this? That's what I definitely asked her. What else I asked? I don't know, but that was cool though.
When this the younger brother of his, was running for his life. Basically, he got shot in the arm and in the leg, right? So when he was running outside through his backyard and getting popped, he was literally offering this demon money. He's like, I will pay, I'll give you money, I'll do anything, just please spare me. This was him talking to his older brother, by the way. That's why I say this is real trauma, bro, because not only is he gonna have to live with survivor's guilt, knowing that he's the only one out of his entire
Official AZ, appreciate the gifted sub, Brody. I appreciate it.
family that survived, besides the demon that did it. But on top of that, bro, he witnessed this shit with his own eyes, with his own eyeballs. He saw it first person. That is real trauma, man, because time is crazy, and when time starts passing by, the voices in your head, bro, are gonna eat you up on the inside if you don't know how to manage it, because you're gonna be like, could I have done something to save them? Could I have done something to prevent this from happening? That's why I say this is a real traumatic experience for this kid. Even though he survived this, he's gonna have to live with this for the rest of his life, man. All because his bum-ass loser brother couldn't control his emotions and got caught, you know, like if you, it's like you, I got so much to say, bro. I'm trying to bottle my old self and not let him out yet, because we still got a lot of details to get through. Listen to me. This is what his girl said. This is directly from the fucking court case. Listen to her own words, right? So after they read her rights and she signed them, JD, that's what she's referred to as, JD stated that on January 23rd, 2021, Childs came over to her house to spend the night. While he was there, he got a phone call from his dad telling him to come home. JD got him an Uber to go back to his house, and JD stated that sometime between 2 to 3 a.m. in the morning on January 24th, Childs drove back over to her house in a white Chrysler. This white Chrysler, by the way, is his dad's car. JD had never seen Childs drive this vehicle before. Childs stated that his father had kicked him out, and when he arrived back at her house, he also brought...
That nigga went home, killed the whole family, come back to the girlfriend to say he got kicked out with some clothes and shoes? That's how I know it was sporadic and not planned. That's how I know it was no thought behind it. He didn't give two fucks. What was the end goal? Evidently prison, cause you thought you could swindle and finesse your way out of this? That's crazy. If you now tuning in, if you made it to this point in the video, hit the like button. We going over the mass murder that happened in Indianapolis on Adams Street. Raymond Charles III. If you watch the news in it, you'll know he been on the news. He got 360 years. Truth be told, if the little brother wouldn't have survived, he fuck around might have been let off free. Since the brother testimony was so important to the case, now they still probably would have got him because of phone records and stuff. I don't know. It's a lot to think about, chat.
2 bags of clothes and some shoes with him. Listen to this. Listen to this. About 30 minutes after this demon, after Childs arrived back at her house, JD stated that she received an alert on her Citizens app that there had been a shooting on 36th Street. Soon after that, there was another alert regarding a shooting on Adams Street. This is literally where his family house is at, by the way. So put your...
That's on God. That's factual evidence. It's factual. Y'all won't believe it, but it's a whole nother motherfucker living in that house right now. Right now, like ain't shit happened. Nigga, in my head, this is a landmark. This is a real deal landmark, man. It's something else that happened on Hovey Street a long time ago in Indianapolis. Like living in that house now. Like this is I wouldn't want to live in that house knowing what happened. But 6 people? It's demons in this motherfucker. For real. Anything, hear anything. Looking around and shit.
Self in her shoes as we read this. A shooting on Adams Street, and JD asked him, yo, what the f***? Why is there shootings at your place? I'm getting alerts for literally shootings at the street you live on. She asked him if he knew anything about the shooting, and he said no. Let's pause right here, bro. Put yourself in her shoes. This dude he's not even qualified to be in special ed, bro. This is retard ed or below. Straight emotions, no brain cells. This is just pure evil. And this is how you know, that's what's baffling about this is he really went home, ended his own family because his dad told him to come home after finding out that he's out at this girl's house. And then he drives to her house with his dad's car, hoping to live happily ever after and never get caught for this. These are his own girl's words, y'all. She's literally stating in this affidavit that this is why and when she became suspicious of him. What do you even call this, bro? Like, what IQ do you need to have to pull some shit off like this? Seriously. Listen to me. This is still her talking, by the way. Around 2.
Apparently none. He couldn't have thought this out. He couldn't have been smart about this. I automatically go by this rule. If I'm living with somebody, which I ain't lived with nobody in a long time, if I'm living with somebody, they paying all the bills, I'm really under their roof, they house, they rules. They house, they rules. If they say, yeah, when you in my house, take off your shoes, I'm taking off my shoes. I'm taking them off. I'm not here to disrespect nobody's house. You feel me? With all that being said, if you live with your pops, his house, his rules. You gotta go by that. You know, you live with your mama, her house, her rules. You live with your uncle, his house, his rules. Auntie, her house, you know, so forth and so forth. Brother house, his rules. So if the dad be like, yeah, Raymond, or yeah, son, I want you in at 11 o'clock, that's what I'm on. I'll probably walk in at 11:25, 11:10, you know what I'm saying? Also, I ain't make it on 11, but I'm here on time type shit. Fashionably late. There we go. But you just gotta respect the living quarters. Now, this what you supposed to do. This what you supposed to boss up and get your own shit. You supposed to boss up and get your own. I don't care how you get it, as long as you getting to it. You could have sold some weed or something. I don't know. Got a job? I do not know. Cause at the time he was like 16, 17, but I ain't gonna lie, some 16-year-olds out here doing it big. Getting to it, you know? But yeah, at that time, that's when you supposed to boss up. Everything you're power to boss up.
In the afternoon, Childs then wanted to go to another residence and grab some clothes to take with him. When they left, Childs placed the clothes by his feet in her car. So she was driving him and he was sitting in the passenger seat. When they got to where he wanted to go, he took the clothes with him, but shortly after she pulled off, she hit the brakes and saw a f***ing magazine fly forward on the passenger's floorboard of her Impala. This dumbass. It's either he thought that she was a rider, like she would never give him up, delusionally thinking that this woman is like just the perfect soulmate that will never give him up at all, or the most likely option is that this is a retard, bro. I know I say that word a lot, but he really is one. Seriously. And this is the magazine they're talking about. They took a picture of it on top of the clothes that he was carrying with him. Look at the screen. Yeah, that's what he
man, that's the 762.
Listen to me. On January 25th, so what, 2 days after the shooting, Detective Winter and Detective Hurt returned to Riley Hospital to talk to his younger brother again. The younger brother told him that before the shooting, his father had asked him to go put some water in a water bottle. Wait, hold on. To go put some water in a bottle. So he went to the bathroom to fill it, and at that point, he had heard 2 gunshots. His father got out of bed.
Hold on. Returned to Riley Hospital to talk to XC. XC told them before the fatal shooting, his father had asked him to put water in a bottle. So he went to the bathroom to fill it. At the point, he heard 2 gunshots. His father got out of bed and ran to the stairs and said, "What was that?" Then heard his sister say, RC Raymond Childs say, "Raymond shot Elijah." Another gunshot went off. He heard his dad say, "I'm sorry, Raymond, I love you." And another 6 or 7. See, that right there gave me chills, bro. told him I'm sorry. He ain't budged, no nothing. That was cold, gang. That was cold. Let's keep it going.
And ran to the stairs and said, "What was that?" He then heard his sister RC say Raymond shot Elijah. Elijah is his older brother, by the way. Another gunshot went off and he heard his dad say, "I'm sorry, Raymond, I love you." And that's when another 6 or 7 shots went off. I really hope this person right here, his younger brother, is doing good now. This is a situation where you would need some therapy, bro, or whatever you want to.
I don't know how he is on his day to day, but not too long ago he graduated high school, and I think that was like last year or a year before. He graduated high school, so he stayed on a good path and finished school. I don't know if he's in college or nothing right now, but it makes sense if he is.
But yeah, this is traumatic, beyond traumatic. It's like, it's not even like seeing your friend or something crazy that happened to other people. No, this shit happened to your family, and not by a random stranger, by your own brother, man. I can't even, my brain, like, yes, of course I'm reading this to y'all and we can understand what's going on here, but my brain just can't fathom. Like, I'm desensitized to an extent to where, yeah, I just read this shit, but I still don't understand it, if y'all get what I'm trying to say here. Like, how the f can you live with this? Like, knowing that you witnessed this shit. You can't. You're never the same person ever again, bro. Listen.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. My thinking on the whole, I thought about that situation for months. Cause I still live right next door, bro. And I thought about that situation for months, bro. Like, damn, that really happened. And then seeing people that was like relatives, even knew my family a little bit, threw me crazy. I'm like, small world. Like, the older brother was friends with my cousin. You know what I'm saying? And then it was just, that happened. From my perspective, it happened. Then nothing else was just nothing. It was, the house was just active one day, then the next day it wasn't. I still go outside. They was still going outside that whole summer. You know what I'm saying? We walking past, you know, a driveway right there. Park the cars right out there. Where they parked they out there. Like, the house was being active as hell to nothing in a matter of hours. That was chilling. And I know somebody will probably be like, well, what you expect? You know, people done passed, you know. It's one thing to say, but it's another thing to see, feel. Like, it was great for a few days after that. It was real great.
To me, this is somebody else who had driven this dumbass, this demon, on the night or a day after the shooting. He said that when Childs got in his vehicle, they asked him, "Yo, what happened?" Childs told them that basically, "Yo, this massacre that y'all are seeing, my whole family just got sniped and deleted off the map. It was some other people from the next block that did it."
That don't even sound right. Well, why they did it, buddy? For something like this to go on, I know we live in a world where we think it's people like Dahmer rocking around, Ted Bundy, you know, people that do random stuff, but more than likely, something like this will happen with a reasoning. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got the reasoning early on in the video. He didn't want to get punished by his dad. Me asking him what would be the reason, something like a money issue will make this happen. Something like a drug issue will make this happen. But it was none of that. It was just simply him. And him telling fabricated stories, man. Nigga sick for real. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I want to know, do this shit keep him up at night? Do he miss his people? I would ask him these questions, bro. Can't be alright.
Childs got into his truck. He was armed with a Draco firearm that AV recognized as belonging to Raymond Childs Jr. That's his dad. So he took his dad's gun and used it to do all this. AV told Childs to give him the gun because AV had a permit to carry a firearm, and Childs complied. And this is the gun that they're talking about, by the way. Yeah, so he literally took his dad's tool and used it to almost end his entire lineage, his entire bloodline. Luckily, the younger brother survived, but if he didn't, that was it, bro. That's it. It was over. Seriously, I'm not even exaggerating this shit. Now let's circle back to the main reason he did this. The person he literally just Mongol invaded his own house for. The person he annihilated his family for. The girl he thought was an angel sent to him from above. Let's circle back to what she had to say the moment she found out of what he did.
She probably left him. She probably left him to the public, but still was talking to him while he was in jail. You know, we never know with these cases.
This is verbatim what she literally called him. Listen to me. His GF, who found out that he had shot his family members, including a pregnant woman, tells cops that he quote-unquote acted like a clown and began crying when they visited the crime scene. And she left him immediately. He did this for her. Like I said, bro, he did this shit and then thought he was gonna just live happily ever after with her. Nah, bro, you're living happily ever after with the fucking jail cell now. And I hear y'all people saying that some crazy ass stuff goes down in prison. Yeah, that's what he's living happily ever after with. Not her. She did the right thing and left this dumbass, bro. Look, she had revealed that he seemed nervous and broke down in tears in front of her as they visited the crime scene before his arrest. Later in the morning of the night of the shooting, she convinced him to go to the crime scene, saying that he seemed nervous. When they got there, he began crying and acted like a clown, she said. So, you did all this for somebody who sees you as a weak, cowardly clown who probably lost all attraction for you right that instant when she saw you crying after killing your own fucking people. And where is he now? Let's take a look at his sentencing, bro. This dude got fried, cooked, burnt. Cause this shit that's on my screen right now, bro, I'm looking at 360. Not 36, not 60, 360. A fucking third of a Roman Empire is what he got sentenced to. Let's press play on this.
Murderer, I'm not no bad person. And a lot of people honestly
Tonight. Pause, bro. You did not just start this video off lying your ass off. I'm not a murderer. I'm not a bad person. Then what the fuck are you? Why are you so... huh? First 3 seconds pissed me off. Objection, Your Honor. He's straight lying to your face.
I'm not no killer. I'm not no murderer. I'm not no bad person. And a lot of people honestly...
Tonight,
said Satan.
Raymond Childs III is maintaining his innocence.
But still, he is going to prison for 360 years for murdering 6 of his family members. These are deadly shootings that happened more than 4 years ago inside the family home that's located here in Indianapolis out on the east side.
Rich Nye takes us into the courtroom to hear from the families destroyed.
Pause. This really doesn't have anything to do with the video, but I like her hair, bro. If you got... bro, you have to put in a lot of work to make your hair look nice.
Home on Adams Street. A jury convicted Childs in October of murdering his parents, his 13-year-old sister, his 18-year-old brother, and his brother's 19-year-old almost full-term pregnant girlfriend. A 15-year-old brother who ran out of the house was shot twice but survived.
I cannot comprehend the darkness in your heart at that time that led you to commit such an unfortunate act on January 24th. What I do know is that our lives changed forever on this day.
Hey, if you ever wondered what a straight demon looks like in human form, I told you they can shapeshift. Not everybody that's walking amongst us is a human being. I'm talking about a son of Adam or a daughter of Adam with a son.
Nah, buddy cold, bro. He cold, bro. He ain't even... I want to know, did he cry in jail? Like, did he think about it, you know? I want to know, did he feel remorse?
In it. Nah, some of them are shape-shifting jinn and demons. If you ever wondered what it looks like what one looks like, it's this dude, bro. Look at the screen right now. You're looking at one. Ugh.
You robbed us of everything we had.
Childs told the families in a packed courtroom that he is not the killer.
Just as I sit here 4 years ago, I'm innocent. It's not a day that goes by where I don't think about them or wish that
Some random fucking dude walked into your house and eviscerated your entire family. That's your defense. There really isn't anything else that he could have went with, to be honest with you. It's just unfathomably clear who did this, bro, and it's you. But what he wants to sit here and tell everybody with a straight face is so some random person came in and caught 6 bodies, bro, ended the entire fucking house. didn't steal anything from the house, didn't rob anybody, didn't say put your hands up, it's a robbery. Nah, they just wanted to come in here and eviscerate your entire family and then just leave. Okay, buddy. You don't even got to go to school or get a law degree to win this case, bro. You just got to be able to comprehend the... Honestly, you just got to have an IQ of 1 and you will beat him, because this is the easiest case of all time, bro. Talking about some random person did it. Shut up.
Even on my bad days, I tell myself that they're still here.
The judge called the murders calculated, cunning, and cold-blooded, sending Childs to prison for the rest of his life.
So the 360-year prison sentence breaks down like this: 55 years for each of the 6 people murdered, including the unborn baby, and 30 years for the attempted murder of Raymond Childs' 15-year-old brother.
The evidence in this case
Yeah, by the time he comes out, man, Earth isn't even going to be a thing anymore.
Man, yeah, I want to get to this part because she said she believed he didn't do it, but come on now. The evidence was overwhelming.
I don't too much believe justice was served, but I do.
And that's exactly why leads her there. Are just gonna be 10.
But yeah, man, that's how it happened, man. The boy Snort slept through the night, and my brother, he was up. I think he was playing the game or something, and he seen Buddy on the porch with the whole yeah. And truth be told, man, I still, periodically think about the times, you know what I mean? And shit, I think, like, was it really that bad for him? Really that bad for him? Because on the outside looking in on the family, well, they kept the nice shit. Like, every kid had Jordans, every kid had hobbies, and the family support was a good black family. On the outside looking in as a neighbor, it was a good black family. See them pile up in the truck they had and go do shit. You sit on the porch and smoke. You hear them chatting about going to this event, and or you whenever you know how Facebook, whenever you so close to somebody, you get a part of their algorithm and shit. You'll see little shit that's shared on Facebook or whatever. It just fucked my head up. Anyway, it's your boy Snorm gone, man.